Because they're taking it.
We're going to go live. We're going to go live.
Yeah.
Ready?
Why doesn't anybody want to watch it?
Microphones on.
All right, Gray, let's go.
Ready? 3.
Welcome, everybody, to Season 2 of the Mon Valley Independent Summer Basketball League here at Marx's Court Time Sports Center. I am Mon Valley Independent Sports Editor Jeremy Slew, joined by Assistant Sports Editor Jose Negron.
Another season, Jeremy. Very excited to see this season tip off here in the MVISBL. We got Cedarbrook versus Edward Jones in game number 1.
Interesting two side notes to watch in this game. New coach for Cedarbrook, Mariah Ward, an assistant coach at Penn Hills, former Monessen great. And Alyssa Clutter re-entered the draft from Edward Jones and now is on Cedarbrook, taken first overall in the draft after Cedarbrook did not win a game last year. So new leadership, new top line, and an impressive lineup of players for Cedarbrook.
Yeah, and a big 1-2 punch here with Alyssa Clutter and Katie Hoff from Our Lady of Sacred Heart. Very interesting to see how they coexist and they lead the way for the Cedarbrook team. But Mariah Ward did a good job at the draft. We talked about it on our first episode of Inside the League Sunday about what she was able to do with her first draft as the head coach of Cedarbrook, and Shelby Jennis is her assistant, former West Mifflin star as well. So very excited to tip off here at Marx's Court Time Sports Center here in Elizabeth Township. Thank you for joining us for this one.
Run down the starting lineup first for Cedarbrook. Number 2, Jasmine Dunn, a senior from Woodland Hills. Number 6, Katie Hoff, again, a senior from Our Lady of Sacred Heart. And number 5, Alyssa Clutter, who we talked about, a senior from Trinity. Number 11, the freshman Ayanna Wade from Clairton. And the other is number 4, Ellie Snyder from Latrobe. For Edward Jones, it'll be number 12, Ivana Sells, the second overall pick in the draft. Number 6, Alyssa Terza, a sophomore from Elizabeth Ford. Number 11, Presley Colditz, a junior from Bell Vernon. Number 2, Kinsey Wilson, a senior from Monessen. And number 9, Lainey Gerdich from York. And Jasmine Dunn quickly ahead, had it knocked away by Lainey Gerdich and goes out of bounds to Edward Jones. Excuse us, we have to get back into basketball mode.
We do, after spring sports. Yeah.
Baseball and softball, a little bit slower in the action than basketball. Inbounded here's Dunn over to Hoff. Little pump fake jumper from the free throw line. And she hits the first points of the season. Makes it 2-0 Cedarbrook. And we have a foul here by Ayanna Wade.
Wade, talented freshman from Clairton. Mariah Ward very high on her as she looks for her to make an impact over the next 4 summers.
Definitely one of the best ball handlers that we saw at the tryouts here a couple weeks ago here at court time. And there's a steal by Dunn.
Second of the game already
up
for her.
ahead, and she is fouled by Terza, and she's going to get to the line for a pair.
Dunn already making her presence felt here on the defensive side of the ball. Second steal, now trying to take advantage from the charity stripe.
Number 4, Carmen Vasquez, a sophomore from Woodland Hills, about to check in here for head coach Larry Cash and Edward Jones. Dunn's first free throw is up and good.
So now 2 Wolverines on the court in Vasquez and Dunn. As Dunn hits the first.
Misses the second. Good rebound there by Vasquez. The ball is out of bounds. And it's going to go to Cedarbrook. Head coach Mariah Ward looking for intensity. Not a surprise. Here goes Clutter straight to the basket, up and under, no good. Vasquez with the rebound up the Sales. Up ahead to Colditz. Colditz now in the corner inside. It's going to be Sales against Dunn.
Nice defensive effort there by Dunn.
Inside to Vasquez, and she is fouled. It looks like it's going to be, foul's going to go against Jasmine Dunn, her first.
That's something that Coach Ward has talked about, you know.
Spark plug.
Yeah, you know, she's been a spark plug for this team, and she wants her team to play defense. You know, it's one thing to score, and they have plenty of scorers, but She wants a defensive effort to be just as solid as what they're doing on offense.
Vasquez hits the first free throw. Misses the second, rebounded by Clutter, and here she goes ahead the other way. Speed is definitely a part of her game. She drives, no call there. The ball is on the ground, comes to Lainey Gurdich up ahead to Ivana Sales. Sales looking up, gets it to Kinsey Wilson. Inside to Gurdich against Hoff. Nice shot there by Gurdich, doesn't get it to fall. The rebound comes to Snyder. Snyder against Colditz, sidestep, and she gets in and scores. Makes it 5-1 here, Cedarbrook.
Telling you, Jeremy, Ellie Snyder, I think, is going to be a steal for this Cedarbrook team.
And I think the only knock against her was her availability, as there's a deep shot by Sales, and she buries the three. Makes it 5-4.
Done
There's
for
a
three, no good.
Long three, good rebound there by Hoff. Blocked a little bit there by Gurdich. Here comes Vasquez the other way, up ahead. Nice pass to Sales. Short on the layup. Wilson with the rebound and the floater, no good. Jasmine Dunn with the rebound. Has Snyder up ahead. Nice bounce pass over, and she does not make it. Here comes Sales ahead. Inside to Vasquez now.
A lot of height on the floor right now for Edward Jones with Vasquez and
Gurdich.
Sales, Gurdich, even Presley Colditz provide some height as well.
Ball's knocked out of bounds, and now we're going to get a look at number 5, Tori Sadesky. Go Knights.
Go Knights.
The Norwin product checks in for her first action of the league.
Nice to see some Norwin kids joining the MVISBL. Of course, my
sure.
alma mater.
Sales gets it into Vasquez. Vasquez to Sadesky. Sadesky back to Sales on the wing, guarded by Clutter. Now we have a jump ball. That's going to go down to Cedarbrook. We got another sub for Edward Jones. This time it's Alyssa Terza, the sophomore from Elizabeth Forward.
You got both of my schools represented here, Jeremy. Woody High and Norwin. Here's Jasmine Dunn controlling the ball. She goes inside, flips it out to Clutter. Clutter, a jumper. That's no good.
Sorry, I'm back.
Back to Edward Jones. Edward Jones takes it across. Terza across to Presley Colditz for two, and that one's good. 6'5", Edward Jones with 12:46 on the clock.
Colditz with the nice left-handed finish there. And Edward Jones takes the lead. Katie Hoff now to Wade. Wade the Clutter in the corner for three. No good. Easy rebound there for Terza. To Sadesky, and here comes Edward Jones the other way. Up ahead, knocked away by Clutter, as the pass was intended there for Ivana Sales. Now it's number 7, Mia Johnson, checking in.
Johnson, a junior from Gateway. We'll give Snyder a break.
Gurdich inside against Hoff. High off the glass, no good. Johnson tracks down the rebound, but steps on the line. We go over to Cedarbrook.
.65 Edward Jones early here, 12:10 to go.
There's a steal by Wade. She's going to get out in front of everybody. Tries to go for a layup, no call. Too far under the basket. Gurdich rips the rebound away from Clutter and Hoff. There's Terza, pulls up for three, no good. Gurdich with the rebound underneath, and she is fouled. Good hard work under there by Lainey Gurdich.
We talked about on the show Sunday, Jeremy, that Gurdich is an offensive force underneath.
Foul.
Shows a nice presence there.
Goes against Mia Johnson. It's going to be her first. Gurdich will shoot a pair of free throws. She hits the first. 11:51 to go here in the first half. Second free throw is up, no good. Rebounded by Johnson. Here she comes the other way. Around Sales, and Sales is going to get called for a little hand check. Clutter working around the paint there, was looking for the inbound pass, but it comes to Dunn instead. Now it's it's Mia Johnson strong to the lane, but that's no good, and Gerdich clears the rebound and gets it up to Sadesky. Sadesky now guarded by Clutter. Over to Terza. She's going to let go of a three. No good. Wade, good effort in there to knock the rebound away from Kolditz. And here goes Wade the other way. To Clutter. Her jumper gets the roll. And Alyssa Clutter ties this game at 7.
Cedarbrook getting some good opportunities, just haven't been able to capitalize. Clutter able to get one there.
There's a pass inside for Terza. She was blocked, but ended up getting it back. And there's Sadesky for three. No good. And now it's Alyssa Clutter on the long rebound. She's going to go coast to coast, up and under for the basket. 2 straight baskets by Alyssa Clutter. Makes it 9-7. Dunn now guarding Terza. And like you mentioned, size advantage even greater now with Terza out on the floor as Sales misses the layup. And here goes Clutter the other way. Pull-up jumper over Kolditz is no good. Rebounded by Hoff, blocked by Gerdich, and out of bounds. Carmen Vasquez is going to check back in. And number 3, Kara DePilka, is going to check in. Another Latrobe product for Edward Jones.
Edward Jones has done a good job of minimizing Katie Hoff.
Jocelyn Dawson has checked in here for Cedarbrook too. Another Elizabeth Ford player. Here goes Johnson. Good defense there by Terza to cut her off. Here goes Hoff. Tried to get it to Wade on the curl. There's Johnson, a little floater, no good. Almost got her own rebound, and it comes away to Terza. Terza up to Sales. Sales pulls up for 3, and she buries it. And Edward Jones is back in front, 10-9. Goes Clutter inside into the underneath, and Sales going to get called for a travel, and she fell.
Little circus shot there by Alyssa Clutter.
Almost got it to fall.
Cedarbrook will keep possession here.
Oh, Clutter threw it off the back of the backboard, and will be a turnover back to Edward Jones. Edward Jones having trouble finding somebody to throw the ball into. It's Vasquez. She's going to go by herself, and she is fouled. She had Topilka.
Looks like it's going to be on Wade, I believe. Mia Johnson, actually.
Yeah, I think that's 2 quick ones on Johnson. Now it'll be Vasquez at the line for 2. Misses the first.
Close game like this, free throws going to be key for both teams. 10-9 Edward Jones with 9:32 to go.
The second one is good. Vasquez hits 1 of 2. Makes it 11-9 here, nearly midway through the first. Johnson lost it. Good job by Alyssa Terza to good job by Terza to get her hand in there, as we had an extra long horn, but we did find the horn, so that's good.
That's all that matters.
And now it's the Pilka. Gets a screen from Gerdich. Steps through and gets it back with Terza. Terza to Vasquez at the top of the key. Another strong screen from Gerdich on Wade. The Pilka with a little floater, no good. It's rebounded by Sales. Her follow was no good, and here comes Jasmine Dunn the other way. Dunn crosses over, gets it to Hoff. Hoff, little jumper over Gerdich, and she nails it and ties this game at 11.
Hoff's had a couple of big jumpers here early on.
And I think we're seeing here is just the first game action.
Yeah.
You know, it's a little sloppy as the Pilka hits a long two for Edward Jones.
But that's expected. You know, first time these girls are really playing with one another. Two teams that have a lot of new faces. That's going to be off Edward Jones, so it's going to say Cedarbrook ball.
Katie Hoff out Lily Kearns. Belle Vernon checks in, a junior, and Clutter checks back in for Iona Wade.
Both these teams do have the benefit of being able to sub a lot of girls in and out.
Right. The pass from Johnson intended for Dawson and was knocked away. So Cedarbrook inbound from the other side of the basket. In the Clutter. Clutter pull-up jumper, and she buries that. And I think that was just a two, so
Yep,
that
all
will
tied
tie it.
at
I couldn't
13.
see head coach Larry Cash was in the way.
Just inside the
There's a
three-point line.
three from Colt. It's no good, and here comes Dunn. She's going to have one-on-one with the Pilka. Nice up and under, no good. Here
Great
comes
move there
Terz
by
the other way, all alone for Sales up ahead, and she gets it to go. So Vaughna Sales making her presence known as Johnson slams it off the back of underneath the backboard.
It looks like Terza stepped out of bounds, so it will still,
Yeah, when she caught it, she was on the baseline there.
still be Cedarbrook ball here. 15-13 Edward Jones, 7:29 to go here in the first half.
And there goes Vasquez with the steal up against Clutter. Sorry, that was Sales. She missed the jumper, and here comes Clutter again. Up ahead to Johnson, and she had it go off her fingertips and out of bounds.
It's all right. It was a good pass. It was a good pass. It was a good pass.
Terza now inbounds to DePilka. There's a deep three from Vasquez off the glass. Here comes Dunn, kicks it out to Hoff. Hoff gets it back out to Dunn as now Cedarbrook will reset in offense. And the big thing in the summer league is you just want to see how these girls move. There's no set plays. You don't really practice together. Yeah, you just want to make sure, and we got a timeout here taken by head coach Larry Cash.
Really one of the first pauses.
We're going to have a full timeout, so we could thank one of our sponsors here quickly while we have a minute.
Yeah, we will. We will thank Perked Up Cafe, the home of the podcast. There are a few places that offer the atmosphere, locally sourced ingredients, and experience like no other than Perked Up Cafe. Perked Up Cafe offers coffee from La Prima Espresso Company, a local Pittsburgh area roaster. Serving breakfast, lunch, quick pick-me-up snacks, and freshly baked pastries, Perked Up Cafe serves candied bacon, homemade sandwiches and salads, fresh baked oatmeal, as well as gluten-free options. Wi-Fi available on-site and always willing to support the community and give back. Perked Up Cafe is a proud sponsor of the Valley Sports Guys podcast and local high school sports. Let them know we sent you. We will be taking a little bit of a break from the Valley Sports Guys podcast during the MVISBL season. We will be bringing you our Inside the League.
Cool.
Yeah.
Jinx,
Jinx.
you owe me a Coke.
Yep.
Anyway, yeah, Inside the League, the first episode premiered last night after some technical difficulties on YouTube's end. We're definitely going to blame Big Tech.
Yeah.
But it did air, from what I understand.
Yeah.
I did watch a few minutes of it.
So if you haven't checked it out yet, we previewed the seasons, gave some predictions. So check it out on our MVISBL YouTube or MVI Live YouTube channel.
And the scoreboard just shut off. Ref, we have some technical difficulties with the scoreboard. It shut off.
Have a little pause and play here.
You know why? It's because Larry didn't wear sleeves today. That's why. I'm telling you.
Jeremy figured it out.
I did. I figured out the root of all evil.
So while we wait here, we'll thank another one of our sponsors. We'll thank Foster House 2 Sports Bar and Grill, located at 1 Cook Road in Bell Vernon,
There it
serving
is.
their famous king sandwiches 7 days a week. Foster House 2 now serves pizza and pizza burgers all day, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And the scoreboard's back on, so I'll tell you the rest at a later time.
Pizza by the slices. There's a steal
Go
by
to Foster.
Clutter. Up ahead to Wade. Wade now out top to Dunn. Dunn looking to attack the basket. Kicks it outside to Clutter for 3. No good. Colditz with the rebound. Here comes Edward Jones the other way. It's Kara DePilka now. Tried to dish it to Kayla Gerdich. Stolen away by Wade. Definitely making the impact on the defensive end. She's going to pull up for 3 from the top, and she nails it.
What a sequence there by Ayana Wade. The Clareton freshman making her presence felt in her first game here in the MVISBL.
Ball inbounded to Kayla Gerdich. Gets it to Terza. Terza now.
Cedarbrook up in the defensive pressure here.
That's what head coach Mariah Ward wants to see. Now it's Kayla Gerdich on the outside. Gets it to Terza. Terza's going to let go of a 3. No good. Rebounded there. Fiddled around on the ground, and now it's Haley Johnson. Picks it up and gets it to Hoff. Katie Hoff now the other way. Over to Dunn. Inside. Nice pass to Johnson. It slips through the fingers. Vasquez comes up with a steal for Edward Jones. I must say, Jose, the jerseys really pop this year.
They do. I'm very happy with how these turned out. They look great.
Kayla Gerdich had her pass intended for DePilka knocked away. As now Ivana Sales will check back in for Edward Jones. Edward Jones now inside to Sales. We got a tie up. Good job by Haley Johnson to get her hands in there to tie that ball up. It will stay with gold. 5:10 to go here in the first half. 16-15 Cedarbrook holding on to a 1-point lead. Ball way out top to Kayla Gerdich. Now over to Colditz. Colditz to Vasquez. Vasquez drives to the basket. Nice move underneath. And Vasquez sends us back to an Edward Jones lead with 4:55 to go. And Vasquez has been quite the story here so far. There's a steal.
Dunn nearly made it.
Kayla Gerdich now.
Dunn nearly made it a
Tried to
Cedarbrook
get
lead,
it to Colditz. Stolen away by Hoff. Up ahead to Clutter. Left hand is no good. Hoff rebounds, though. Gets it out to Jasmine Dunn. Her 3 is no good. Kayla Gerdich and Sales battle each other for it. Now here comes Sales the other way. Up ahead to Colditz. Tries to reset. Sales, nice little touch pass to Vasquez. Inside the Sales. Over Hoff. And that's good. 19-16. Is that Vasquez or Sales that made that? Sorry.
that was Sales that made that. 3 ball by Clutter, no good. She gets her own rebound. Puts up another jumper, and she is fouled by Terza.
And Clutter's going to go to the line here for a pair. 3:56 to go here in the first half. 19-16, Edward Jones with the early lead. Tori Sadesky and Lainey Gerdich about to check back in.
Snyder and Dawson will go in for Cedarbrook. Hoff and Haley Johnson will get a break.
Again, a big lineup here for Edward Jones with Lainey Gerdich, Sales, Vasquez, Presley Colditz, and now Tori Sadesky. Clutter hits that one, makes it 19-17. Colditz guarded by Dunn way outside. Now it's Lainey Gerdich guarded by Snyder. Gets a screen from Sales. Vasquez had Sales rolling to the hoop. Bullies her way in, though, and she gets the layup to go.
It's a 5-point lead now for
Jasmine Dunn
Edward
with a little
Jones.
pull-up jumper, no good. Edward Jones out to a 4-point lead. Here goes Sadesky. Now it's Vasquez again against Wade, no good. Snyder with the rebound up to Dunn to Clutter, guarded by Kolditz, but Clutter gets the roll. Alyssa Clutter, good job by Kolditz not to pick up a foul there.
Now Edward Jones trying to make something happen, and a travel call there. Cedarbrook now with an opportunity to potentially tie this game with under 3 minutes to go.
Ivana Sales took one too many steps there.
Vasquez will head to the bench. Cassandra Holland, a senior from Ringgold, will enter the game.
2:54 to go here in the first half. Nice bounce pass from from Jasmine Dunn to Snyder. And Snyder ties this game back up at 21.
We saw that a handful of times during tryouts. The Dunn-Snyder connection.
Now it's Cassandra Holland for three. Air balls it. Lainey Gerdich with an easy rebound, though. Had it knocked away by Snyder. Ball goes out of bounds off of Callie Cunningham, who's checked in, and now it's Mia Johnson checking in for Jocelyn Dawson.
Nice defense there by Snyder and Cunningham. Make sure no one was going to get the ball in their hands.
Holland again now, this time guarded by Cunningham. Good defense by Cunningham, forces Holland back to the timeline. Gerdich now way out top. Gerdich dribbles past Snyder to Kolditz in the corner for three, and that's good. Presley Kolditz makes it 24-21 with 2 minutes to go.
Big shot there for the Bell Vernon junior.
Here's Dunn now. Dunn, easy path to the basket. Her floater is good.
1 point game now with 1:44 to go here in the first half. Back and forth affair here between Cedarbrook and Edward Jones.
Now it's Sadesky. Little head fake. Passes it over to Holland. Holland back to Sadesky, who was rolling to the basket. Had it knocked away, but Sales got it. Pulls up for three from the top. No good. Kolditz tracks down the rebound. Gets it to Lainey Gerdich inside. Tried to muscle her way in against Snyder, and it was knocked away and out of bounds.
Stay Edward Jones ball.
1:20 to go here in the first half. Sadesky way out top to Kolditz now. She walked. She knew it.
Travel call there.
That'll be a turnover.
24-23, Edward Jones, 1:16 to go. In the first half of play here in the MVISBL.
There's a three by Dunn. No good. High rebound. Knocked around. Snyder's going to track it down. Great job of being aggressive there, going for the ball by Snyder. She's going to have a chance at a three after the dish from Dunn. No good, but Dunn gets the rebound. Now it's Clutter. She's going to try a three. Thought she got hit. Holland gets the rebound. And she hands it off to Tori Sadesky, and here comes the Norwin product up the other way. Kolditz in the corner for three. No good. That ball is knocked out of bounds by Snyder.
Looked like it might have hit off of Sales when it sailed out of bounds.
See what you did there?
Yep.
That was nice.
Thanks.
Good alliteration. So that would be alliteration, right?
No,
What do
it
we
didn't.
have?
It had to have the first letter. Had to all be the same.
It was the same word. Anyway, back to the action. We have a foul call here.
If you
Was there
know,
a
let
foul
us know.
call? There was a foul call. There's a pass. Inbound to Dunn. Kicks it over to Wade. Very gangly for how small she is. Like
Very quick.
very shifty,
Mhm.
you know. This time it's Snyder. Gerdich is on the ground. And she gets up and gets a rebound.
Great play there defensively by Ivana Sales. Final seconds here.
And it's out of bounds. 1.7 seconds to go.
It'll stay Edward Jones ball.
Edward Jones looking for a basket. It's going to be Sales. Lets it go. No good. And at the half, it's 24-23 in favor of Edward Jones as we head to the half. We'll thank a couple sponsors. And get ready for the second half here in about, 4 minutes?
Yeah, we'll
3.
thank Foster House 2 Sports Bar and Grill located at One Cook Road in Bell Vernon, serving their famous King sandwiches 7 days a week. Foster House 2 is now serving pizza and pizza burgers all day, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Come enjoy one of their 12 ice-cold beers on draft, along with a wide variety of bottled beer, mixed drinks, and frozen margaritas. Foster House 2 has the perfect atmosphere for enjoying great food and drinks with friends and family while watching all of your favorite sporting events on their big screen TVs. Foster House 2 is proud to support all the local sports teams throughout the Mon Valley. Come and see them for a great time today. The Salon and Spa by Cheney's Natural. Have you ever had a muscle pain that just will not go away? An ache that affects your day, or stiffness that impairs your abilities at work or play? The Salon and Spa by Cheney's Natural in Monongahela offers several options to help you look and feel your best, from massage and spa treatments to essential oils, CBD, and other healthy living items. Hair, facials, mani-pedis, and reflexology are also available. Cheney's Natural also carries skincare products by Farmhouse Fresh. Mention Super Spa for a free upgrade on services. Make an appointment online at cheneysnatural.com or by calling 724-328-2834. Brian Warnick, State Farm. Did you know there's a place where you can get good neighbor service and surprisingly great rates on home and auto insurance? Yep, that place is State Farm. Here's the deal. State Farm agent Brian Warnick is your go-to agent in the Mon Valley for the service you deserve at the price you want. So stop shopping around. State Farm agent Brian Warnick has you covered. Call 412-668-0111 for your surprisingly great rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're back. I'm going to take a look at the stats real quick, because we have about a minute to go here. And for Cedarbrook first, Alyssa Clutter. Looks like we got 9 points here in the first half, 5 rebounds. Katie Hoff with 4, Jasmine Dunn with 3, Ayana Wade with 3, and Ellie Snyder with 4, total of 23. And for Edward Jones, Ivana Sales, 11 points, Carmen Vasquez with 5, Presley Kolditz with 5, and then Lainey Gerdich with a point, and Kara DePilka with 2 rebounds. Lainey Gerdich already with 7 for Edward Jones. So, and I think the thing is, Cedarbrook's being aggressive. They're following their shots. They're getting their own rebounds, and with a team with the height advantage that Edward Jones has, they should be winning the rebounding battle, especially on the defensive end. And right now, we see Cedarbrook, being a little bit more aggressive after they shoot the ball. And I know that's something Larry Cash has been complaining about here to his team so far as we get ready here for the second half, 24-23.
Definitely, we've talked about it so much after the draft and how even every team is, and I think that's indicative here in this game.
Without a doubt.
1 point game here at halftime.
For Edward Jones, that'll be Terza, Kolditz, Gerdich, Wilson, and Sales. For Cedarbrook, it's Hoff, Snyder, Wade, Dunn, and Clutter. Starting out here the second half. What's up, Billy? We're ready now. It's Jasmine Dunn. Gets it over to Wade to start the half here. Cedarbrook going from right to left. Wade got a hole, kicked it outside to Snyder, over to Clutter. Clutter glides to the lane, no good. There's another big rebound by Gerdich. Kinsey Wilson up ahead to Terza. Terza now guarded by Jasmine Dunn. Wade nearly had a steal on Wilson. Wilson's going to drive to the hoop. Good take there by Kinsey Wilson, and makes it 26-23.
Big hoop there for Edward Jones to be able to extend their lead to 3. They strike first here in the second half.
That's something we talked to head coach Larry Cash about after the draft, was Kinsey Wilson got all the moves with the ball in her hand, and she just got to score.
Yeah.
And there goes Clutter driving to the right. She scores. Makes it a 1 point game. $25 points now for Cedarbrook as Kolditz drives, and she is fouled. And it's going to be against Snyder.
Mariah Ward happy with that defensive effort.
Yeah, I thought all three Cedarbrook players kind of helped and collapsed,
Yeah.
and all three looked like they were straight up. Somebody must have got caught with a hip. And Colditz misses the first free throw.
You heard Mariah Ward, too, on that last possession, just wanting to simplify things, not do things
Simple
too
play.
fancy. Yep.
Colditz misses that one, and here comes Clutter the other way. Clutter up ahead to Snyder. Thought she got away with a little shuffle with the feet. And we got a kick.
Hit Terza's foot on the pass attempt there by Snyder, so Cedarbrook will keep possession.
Maintain possession. There's Clutter now on the wing, guarded by Sales. Top 2 picks in the draft. Going one-on-one. Hoff rolls to the basket, opens up a lane for Clutter, and she dumps it off. There's outside to Snyder for 3, and she buries it. And now Cedarbrook has a 2-point lead. Snyder hits the big 3.
Big turnover now. Wade, a shot, no good. Goes off of Clutter on the way back in, and it'll go back to Edward Jones as they trail 28-26.
Head coach Larry Cash not happy about that effort on that turnover as Wilson had nearly had it stripped.
Great
Now
defense
she
there
does
by
have it
Wade.
stripped. Here comes Wade the other way, up ahead to Snyder, and she gets the layup.
5 straight points for Snyder.
And 7 straight. And it looks like Cedarbrook is coming together.
Defense is leading to offense, and there's another turnover.
Tori Sadesky checking in now for Edward Jones. Wilson is out.
Ward said it best during tryouts, you play solid defense like that and you add pressure, everything else will kind of take care of itself.
That's real basic here in a summer league. You just need some motion.
Yep.
Move around, screen for one another, and girls this age in high school, they know.
Create havoc.
We got a timeout taken by Mariah Ward, the first of 4. She's going to take a 30-second timeout if we want to thank another sponsor real quick.
Yeah, we will thank the home of the Valley Sports Guys podcast, Perked Up Cafe. There are a few places that offer the atmosphere, locally sourced ingredients, and an experience like no other than Perked Up Cafe, located at 530 McCain Avenue in Charleroi. Perked Up offers coffee from La Prima Espresso Company, a Pittsburgh area roaster, serving breakfast, lunch, quick pick-me-up snacks, and freshly baked pastries. Perked Up Cafe serves candied bacon, homemade sandwiches and salads, freshly baked oatmeal, as well as gluten-free options. Wi-Fi available on site and always willing to support the community and give back. Perked Up Cafe is a proud sponsor of the Valley Sports Guys podcast and local high school sports.
Got to give a big shout out to Curly Sue, playing in the final 3 of her softball, coming out of the losers bracket while we were away and trying to figure out how it's going there, and we're not sure. So
We'll keep you updated.
I know she was pretty bummed she couldn't come to opening night for her Monessen Flores team, as there's a little floater by Dunn, too strong. Rebounded there by Sadesky, and she's picked by Dunn. Nice scoop over to Hoff. And there's a big basket inside for Katie Hoff. And it's a 7-0 run. Or 9-0 run for just Cedarbrook.
Strong defense creating opportunities on the other end of the floor for Cedarbrook right now.
And this is one thing that plagued Edward Jones last year. I think they need a leader. They need somebody to step up right now and get this team together. Sadesky drives. She had it knocked away. Snyder up ahead to Wade, all alone against Sales, and she is fouled, and she will go to the line.
Creating havoc in transition there.
And, Edward Jones really needs a leader to step up, get their team together, and, settle things down.
Yeah, I think it's happened at times last summer where, they would be in a good spot, maybe leading a game, and then, the other team goes on a surge and can't really stop the bleeding.
Wade hits the first free throw, makes it a 10-0 run. 12:51 to go here in this one. Wade hits the second.
34-26 Cedarbrook, 12:51 to go in this one.
You can catch the story from this game in tomorrow's MVI. I'll have the story. Jeff Helsel here with the photos. There's another turnover.
Jinx, you owe me a soda.
Sorry.
We owe each other.
It washes out. There goes Dunn. Nice pass over to Hoff. Her short jumper is no good. Sales with the rebound, and I think Sales needs to be that leader right
Yeah,
now.
this is who you want to have in control of the ball.
Nearly had it poked away by Clutter. And there's another turnover. Wade comes up with a steal. Up ahead quickly to Clutter. And I think she got caught in between. Did she want to pass it or did she want to shoot it?
Yeah, and I think
'Cause Snyder was right there.
a good job there by Colditz to at least just
Yeah.
provide some pressure there and not give her an easy bucket.
Vasquez now checks back in for Edward Jones.
You know, going back to that, I mean, we see so many players that just let a player have a bucket like that. But adding just a little bit of something.
There's another
helps.
turnover. Turned over to Dunn. Her left-handed layup is good. And this is a now 12-0 run. Mostly off of turnovers.
Now Terza looking to end it, and she gets fouled by Hoff.
And that's the thing that makes this league different. 20 points in the second half, and it's Mercy rule.
Yeah.
So, Cedarbrook's halfway there right now.
Terza an opportunity here from the charity stripe to end the run.
First free throw is no good.
Hoff, Wade, and Snyder will come off for Cedarbrook and get a breather. Kearns.
Dawson and Johnson, I believe, right?
Yep, Kearns, Dawson, and Johnson are on.
Terza hits the second, ends the run. It's been nearly 4 minutes since Edward Jones put a point on the board.
Yeah, still a 9-point game, 36-27, 11 and a half minutes to go here. Jasmine Dunn looking to add on to Cedarbrook's lead. And she
Dunn
tried to get it
threw
inside.
away. And I think
The vision there, she knew what she was going for there.
And all she needed was I think it was Kearns on the right block
Yeah.
to drift over to the left. But and that's the first game things.
Right.
The girls haven't really played a game together.
I bet you 4 games
Yeah.
and they'll be perfect on that type of play.
Sadesky gets it to Vasquez.
Great defense
She
by
had
Mia
it
Johnson.
Stripped by Johnson, and the girls are on the floor. We got a jump ball, and it will stay with Edward Jones as DePilka is going to check back in with her team trailing by 9. Nice to see
Vasquez
a
will
decent crowd here tonight. We got some couple folks on the mezzanine.
love it.
Not a mask in sight, Jose. There's Gerdich inside. Good move around Kearns. Kearns stepped on the line.
So we got headshots being taken for AMD Industries behind us.
We do.
Sadesky
There's a-
along 3, no good.
3 by Sadesky, no good. Dawson with the rebound, and here comes Cedarbrook the other way. Clutter, pull-up jumper, deep 2, no good. And Terza, we got a foul call on Clutter.
Clutter's going to get the call.
Subs coming in. It'll be Wade for Dunn.
And game number 2 will feature the defending champions from AMD in the rematch of last year's title game against Menneson Forest. I'll have the call and the game story for that one.
Clutter with a steal, but is on the line. And that's some of the athleticism. We got a timeout taken by head coach Larry Cash, and that's the athleticism we talk about with Clutter. I mean, track medalist, record holder at Trinity, soccer player.
I was about to say.
I mean, she made it from nearly half court to the three-point line in 2 steps and knocked that ball away.
And I don't think she was kind of just barely out of bounds.
Right, right. Well, she slipped and her foot hit the line.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it goes.
But very excited to see this next one. You'll be on the bench for Menneson Forest.
Join the MoFlo staff.
I'll take care of the play-by-play duties, and I'll have
Either Mariah Ward or Dean Delamalva here with you, whoever.
I'll have the gamer in tomorrow's MVI, so be sure to check that one out in a rematch of last year's championship game. I know a new look Menneson Forest roster.
A very
with,
young look.
yeah,
See
7
them
new players.
There's 2 8s in there, too.
Yep.
Some 8th graders on the
And
the
AMD
squad.
just has 4 new players.
Elias Diaz just hit a home run against the Pirates. I'm done.
Pain.
So I got to get that shirt, by the way, the pain shirt. But Terza now having some trouble. Here comes Sadesky now over the line. Gets it up ahead to Depilka, and she traveled. Her weight was going one way and her momentum, and she tried to cut it back. Not able to do it, and gets called for the travel. As we have another sub here, as Haley Johnson will check in.
Head in for Lily Kearns.
We'll also have, for Inside the League this year, we will have highlights of our marquee games, one a week for the girls, one a week for the boys.
Yeah, shout out to Ben Tenuta for
Yeah.
providing that for us.
There goes Clutter now and gets it over to Dawson. Nice move to get to the lane, and she is fouled from behind by Kolditz. Good move there by Dawson.
Crystal Gibbs likes that, I'm sure.
Crystal Gibbs is going to need a lot of that this year. EF does still have Bailey Brinson.
Yep. Couple of
Terza going to
EF
be a big
players
part
here,
of that
yep.
team. I'm sure we'll probably see Coach Gibbs here at some point.
Yeah.
I know she's traveling for soccer right now as Dawson hits the first.
Amanda Bedzik also on Cedarbrook's roster. Working through an injury right now.
10:08 here to go in this one. Dawson hits the second, makes it 38-27.
Not a bad trip for these EF kids.
No. Now it's Depilka guarded by Johnson. Here comes
Big.
Wade, the double.
Just the speed of Wade,
Right.
so impressive.
Inside the Sales. There's a nice basket there for Ivana Sales.
38-29 now in favor of Cedarbrook. Final 10 minutes of play here in the opening game of the MVISBL girls season.
Here goes Clutter now around the wing. Drives baseline. Nice pass to Johnson underneath. And Haley Johnson.
Nice steal by Clutter. Clutter adds 2 more. 42-29 in favor of Cedarbrook. 4 quick points.
And that's part of the reason why Mariah Ward called it a no-brainer to draft Alyssa Clutter #1.
Moments like that.
Larry, can you see with them glasses on?
Big 3 ball there for Sales. And Sales showing why she was a top pick in the draft.
Yeah, that was pretty deep, too. The lead is back down to 10. Here comes Gerdich.
Pressure here by Dawson and
Sales.
Clutter.
Had it knocked away.
I know, she was looking. We need to go through it all.
8:45 to go, 42-32. 10-point game as Edward Jones brings it in.
Inbounded to Gerdich. Nice little dish to Sadesky. Outside to Depilka. Her jumper. She gets the roll. 2 straight baskets now for Edward Jones.
That's what Edward Jones needs to do. They need to get on a run here. Cut into this deficit now at 8 points.
There goes Dunn. Jumper from the elbow. No good. Kolditz with the rebound. Nearly had it. And she did have it knocked away.
Yeah, nice job by Cunningham there.
That's
to
going
knock
to
that
go
one
gray.
away.
It's going to be jump ball.
Larry
Cass
didn't
trying to
like
get a
that call.
There's Dawson's jumper. Gets the roll. 4 big points here from Dawson.
Yeah, Dawson's coming up big with some big shots here in this second half. Depilka with 2. 8-point game once again with 8 minutes to go. 44-36 in favor of Cedarbrook.
44-36. 2 straight baskets by Depilka here.
Katie Hoff ready to re-enter for Cedarbrook.
There goes Cunningham. Her little floater's no good. Done there for the rebound. Nice dish inside, but
Nice.
Gerdich stole it away.
Nice play by Gerdich there.
And Dawson fouls Sadesky. And nobody was helping her back there.
Hoff will come on for Mia Johnson. I tell you, Jeremy, I've been impressed by the Cedarbrook team, especially in the second half. It's looked like a much more comfortable group after getting 16 minutes together. There's Sales.
No good.
2 no good. Rebounded by
Good
Dunn.
rip away from Dunn.
Needs help here, but she goes to the hoop.
Barely
No
had it
good. No
knocked
foul.
away by Dopilka. Tedeschi lost it. Dunn up and under backwards.
What a shot by Jasmine Dunn. And she's smiling. She's laughing. She knew that was an unreal shot.
Larry Cash is laughing too.
3 ball, no good. Cunningham a rebound. In transition, here comes Cedarbrook. Haley Johnson into the hands of Dawson, and it's good.
And she was fouled, and she'll go to the line for a 3-point play.
What a sequence of a minute for
Foul.
Cedarbrook here.
Foul on Dopilka.
Jocelyn Dawson, 6 big points here in this second half for Cedarbrook, and she's one of the returning players from last year's Cedarbrook team and going to be counted upon to provide some experience of playing in this league. Free throw no good. Hoff with the rebound. She'll take a jumper.
No good. Rebound knocked away from Terza and Girdage. Now Cunningham's going to shoot a 3. No good. Sales comes up with the rebound. Here comes Edward Jones the other way, and Hoff's going to get caught with the swipe. Oh, nope, they're going to give it to Dawson.
Didn't see like Dawson was there, but Clutter, Wade, and Snyder will re-enter.
Everybody but Dunn and Aha.
Sure, Dawson's second half is something I'll talk to
Another
Coach
turnover.
Ward about. Is Clutter up ahead, gets the roll.
50 to 36, 6.5 minutes to go here. As Cedarbrook looking to get win number 1 of the MVISBL season.
Girdich underneath, and she is fouled.
Snyder going to get called for that one. Good foul there to not let her get anything underneath the hoop.
Girdic's first free throw is up and good. But again, it's almost 2 minutes that they didn't score between Dopilka's last basket and that Girdich free throw. In this league, you can't have periods of time where you don't score.
Yep. Very tough to lose momentum and regain momentum in this league with
Right.
how much talent there is.
Here comes Dunn the other way.
Cedarbrook slowing things down now. Clutter for 3.
No good. Girdich with the rebound.
Curtis indeed with the rebound, looking for an open teammate. Gets into the hands of Colditz.
Up ahead to Sales and had it picked off by Snyder. They call it jump ball. I thought they were going to get Sales. She had her arm wrapped around Snyder's waist. Terza way out top, and there's Clutter knocking it away, and she'll
The
track
speed.
that down.
The speed of
Nice
Alyssa
move
Clutter.
around Vasquez, but doesn't get it to fall. And here comes Terza the other way. Terza runs into Dunn, had it knocked away, and Clutter knocks Girdich's pass away.
Every time Dunn makes a play, she has the biggest smile on her face. It's like the kid just loves playing defense, loves playing the game. Cool to see. That one's no good by Girdich. Into the hands of Iona Wade. Wade kicks it up to Snyder. Snyder for 2, no good. Rebounded by Clutter. Looks for an open teammate. Good defense there by
Clutter
Presley Colditz. Gets it
Out
to
to
Wade.
Wade for 3, and nails it. 53-38 after the 3.
15-point lead now for Cedarbrook as we reach the 5-minute mark here in this one.
There goes Sales. She's going to pull up for 3. No good. Clutter can't save it. Sadesky's going to check in.
Sadesky comes in for Girdich.
Nice inbound there to Sales. Back to Terza. Good box out there by Snyder. Here comes Dunn the other way. Dunn steps around Vasquez, no good. Wade with the rebound, kicks it out to Clutter for 3. And that was true. Back-to-back threes.
Three ball by Sales, no good. Rebounded by Snyder. Looks like Larry Cash gonna get some reserves in here. And here's inside to Hoff. Hoff looking for a teammate. Defended heavily here by Vasquez.
Hoff
jumper.
turnaround, no good. Sadesky with the rebound. Up ahead to Kolditz. Kolditz now drives against Wade, gets it to Sales. It'll be a jump ball.
Topilka, Holland, Wilson, Kayla Gerdich on for Edward Jones. Jocelyn Dawson re-enters for Cedarbrook. Inside, Wade for 2, good. Nice floater there by the Clareton freshman. It's a 20-point lead for Cedarbrook, 58-38. Just over 4 minutes to go here in this one.
That's 20 points, and that will invoke the mercy rule. The clock will run except on free throws.
And looks like Mariah Ward is closing in on her first victory as a coach here in the MVISBL. A steal by Clutter.
Here goes Clutter the other way against Terza. Terza got away with a foul. Guess that's what happens when you're up by 20, though. Terza had it kicked away by Hoff. Wade's going to come up with it.
Another turnover.
Settle it down.
Turnovers have cost Edward Jones in the
Kicks it
second
outside.
half.
Snyder for 3, no good. Comes to DePilka. DePilka over to Wilson. Back to DePilka. Her jumper, no good. Gets her own rebound, long 2, and that's no good. We got a timeout taken.
3:09 to go. 20-point game, 58-38.
In the second half, 20 points is mercy rule, so the clock's going to run. Just want to make sure he knew.
Yeah, thanks for explaining that.
No problem.
I'm sure he appreciated it.
I don't care. He'll tee me up later.
Just earn it, man. Come on.
It got to be better than last year.
It has to be. Jeremy, I'm gonna be blunt with you. Last time was just embarrassing.
What's that? Stop on a free throw again.
You know, it just. I want to see something.
What was that line that got me teed up? My back hurts.
Your back hurts. Yeah, because you were standing up, and I just need more than that. You think Bobby Knight ever got a tee because his back hurt?
Maybe. I don't know. He might. Maybe he pulled it when he threw a chair.
Did Lloyd McClendon? Did his back hurt when he stole the first base bag?
No, I'm not going to get it. I'm not trying to get any tees this year. So.
I mean, if it happens, it happens. You know, and I will.
We will try to get it before.
We will be there to get it on camera.
Try to get teed up for walking on the other team's bench.
Probably, I could see that.
He spends more time on the other team's bench than he does his own, so it'll be fun.
You're not wrong. It's a wild sight. So get down here to court time to witness it in person.
Wade, step back 3, looking like James Harden out there. Gets her own rebound, though. Lily Kearns, her little jumper's no good. Rebounded. I think it was Sadesky that had the rebound.
I think Cedarbrook might have 2 of the most exciting players in this league, in Jasmine Dunn and
maybe
Ayanna Wade.
There's a deep 2 by Wilson, no good. And
Very
here comes
fun to
Clutter.
watch.
Clutter again the other way. Has Johnson with her, up and under, no good. She is fouled. Foul goes against Sadesky, and Clutter will go to the line for 2. Clock will stop.
Johnson and Cunningham will prepare to enter for Cedarbrook.
Clutter hits the first.
Johnson will come in for Clutter, so she'll hang a bit. Ayanna Wade will head to the bench. Great first showing for the Clareton freshman.
Clutter misses the second. 59-38.
Nice play there by Cassandra Holland.
Good hustle
Another
there by
turnover.
Dawson. Clutter inside to Cunningham. Tried to dish it over to Johnson, but it comes out to Kearns. Oh, Kearns missed the pass, but it comes to Cunningham. Gets it back to Clutter. It's a good job here by Ward, too. She has Clutter in there with the 4 players that haven't played as much, so she's there to lend a hand when needed like that, and she hits the deep jumper.
Less than 2 minutes to go, 61-38 Cedarbrook. Kinsey Wilson.
Couldn't get that one to fall. It goes out of bounds. It still belonged to Edward Jones.
Johnson will come in for Clutter, the 2-time first overall pick in the league.
Wilson tried to get it to Hollander. She had DePilka open
yeah,
for
I
a
thought
3.
she might have been going for DePilka there.
Dawson misses that shot, kicks it outside to Cunningham, over to Johnson. She's going to let go of a 3. No good. Kearns fumbled the rebound, but it comes to Cunningham up and under, no good. Gets her own rebound, and she's going to get called for a travel. 1:06 to go.
Cunningham's had a couple rebounds here where the ball just kind of ended up in her hands.
Right in her lap.
Final minute here in the first game of the
There's Holland for 3, and that's good.
season.
6 minutes between baskets. 61-41 as Holland hits the 3.
Tough to win like that.
And goes out of bounds. Will stay with Cedarbrook as the final 30 seconds ticks off.
And Mariah Ward going to get win number 1 right out of the gate for Cedarbrook.
Cunningham gave it to Johnson, kicks it out of bounds.
Cedarbrook, I believe, won 1 game last season, correct?
Right, she's already
So
matched
she's
the
already
win
matched the win
Did
total.
they win 1 game?
I believe
they
so.
beat Edward
They beat
Jones.
Edward Jones in one of the matchups. But already ahead of schedule in her
Blocked
first
by
season.
Kearns. Gets the rebound, 2 seconds to go, and that'll end this one. Final score in game 1 of the night and of the season. Cedarbrook 61, Edward Jones 41. For Jose Negron, I'm Jeremy Salou. We'll sign off, get ready for game 2, Monessen Florist and AMD Industries.
Yeah, join us here in a bit.
Catch my story in tomorrow's MVI.